Oh, Violet, you don't like stinky litter trays either, do you? No. Oh, hi! If you've got beautiful cats like Violet, it's very likely that you've got an indoor litter tray to contend with as well. Today I'm going to show you how we turned Violet's litter tray into an amazing powder room that protects her delicate nose as well as mine. Welcome back to the urban farmyard. When I moved into this house, I wrote a list of things that would make my life a lot simpler and would make living with a huge number of animals a lot more practical. One of those things was finding a solution for one of the more unpleasant things that you have to deal with in a house full of cats, and that is an indoor litter tray. Doesn't matter what kind you try, it seems that you either get smells wafting through the house or you end up dealing with the sight, and it's not a very attractive sight, of a large enclosed indoor litter tray, and I didn't really want either of those things in this house. So I came up with a really cost-effective solution that utilised a space in my ensuite. Excuse me, that's the geese. It's the most obnoxious sound imaginable. When I bought this house, I walked into this ensuite and thought, while this is a reasonably attractive vanity unit, it was a complete and utter waste of space. All it had were these 4 doors at the top and this big open area at the bottom. Now, while you can kind of say, yeah, but it makes the place look bigger and airier, in all honesty, this is the biggest ensuite I've ever seen. It's way bigger than any bathroom that I've ever had, and so this extra airy space down the bottom just seemed like it was a bit of a waste. I considered ripping the whole thing out when I discovered there was a little bit of rot at the bottom and replacing it with something new, but in all honesty, I don't have a budget to do that right now. Instead, I came up with an alternative solution, and this is actually not a new idea. I follow an amazing couple on YouTube called Mr. Kate, and they came up with something for their house called their Poo Poo Palace. Now, I didn't particularly want a thing called the Poo Poo Palace, but what I did want was a solution like the Poo Poo Palace provided, and so I have replicated their idea in this house. What I did is I closed in this ridiculous wasted area at the bottom of my vanity unit. I had John the amazing builder put 2 simple doors on the bottom that immediately close that area in. Now, at the moment, these are not attractive doors at all. They clearly do not match, but I will be showing you how I'm going to upcycle this entire unit so that everything matches in a later video. But what we do now have is 2 functioning doors which are closed in the bottom of it. What I then did is had him turn this entire bottom area into a powder room for the cats. Now, that includes a hole that's cut into the side of this vanity unit here, which is designed to have a cat flap fitted on it. Now, the cat flap's not on here at the moment, simply because I've got a couple of cats in the house who don't know how to use it, but that is going to be attached very soon, well, as soon as they've figured out how it works. What I then had John the builder do was put in a vent. He's cut a hole in this wall which goes directly outside the house, and he's popped a vent in so any stinky smells which accumulate in this new cat powder room automatically vent outside rather than venting into the house. We've then got my favourite litter tray, which I will talk about in another video, and we have a fully self-contained litter waste kind of system. Now, this is something that makes my life a lot simpler. It means that I can scoop, tip and refill the litter tray every morning when I'm just doing a quick scoot around the bathroom without having to go anywhere. So beside the litter tray, I have 2 bins. The first is a bin full of fresh litter. I empty it out of its bag and straight into here as soon as it comes in from the supermarket. The second bin is absolutely identical, but this one contains used litter. This is what I sift or scoop the litter tray into every morning when I'm refreshing it for the cats. Now I'll admit that doesn't smell too good, but this bin prevents me from having to go and empty the litter box into an outdoor bin every morning when I scoop it out. It is far simpler to simply scoop from the litter tray into the used bin and then fill up the litter tray again. What I do is I keep it completely sealed in here, so unless I've got the lid open I actually can't smell it, and then a couple of times a week I empty it into the outdoor bin. The Miss Violet is in here. Come on, Vi. Good girl. There's a couple of other things that I keep in here. One is the litter scoop, which makes scooping in and out of the litter tray super easy. At the moment that's just sitting on top of these boxes, but one of my plans is eventually to put hooks on one of these doors and hang it there so it's neat and tidy. The other thing I've got in here is a really grubby dustpan and brush, which enables me to do a quick clean up each morning and get rid of any sand, any debris, anything that the cats had kicked out of the tray during the last couple of hours or overnight. Again, that just sits on top of these baskets at the moment, but the long-term plan once I do the complete makeover is again to hang it on one of these doors. So there we have it. That's today, and that's our amazing pussy powder room. I'll see you back here tomorrow.